It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is our mission to try to bring you some news you can use. Today is no exception to that rule. Follow me on X at the Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Check out our website, obnradio.com, for all types of streaming content and a whole lot more. With that being established, let's jump right into today's episode. Well, it is Monday, which means we survived the weekend. We survived spring football across the conference. We had another flip-flop, in particular on the Western Division of the Southwestern Athletic Conference after the series baseballs were completed, and we'll get into all of that right now. The purple and gold game, a good success, pretty decent turnout for the Panthers as they were able to have a pretty good matchup, a merging quarterback coming out of the mix. We'll hear from Coach Heist Northern later on this week, not only with the breakdown of the Panthers, but you had Grambling, Southern University, FAMU, all these guys with their breakdowns of their purple and gold and spring games. Mississippi Valley had theirs as well. So we'll get an in-depth report with Coach Heist Northern throughout the course of the week. Meanwhile, we've had some pretty interesting events in the world of baseball. We'll break down the divisional leaders from the East. FAMU having their way with Mississippi Valley. They do have one more game to complete on today, Monday, due to weather pushing things back, but FAMU sitting on top. You have Bethune-Cookman, number 2. Jackson State, number 3. Number 4 is Alabama State. Number 5 is Alabama A&M. And number 6 is Mississippi Valley. On the west side, you have a new leader on top of the board. Southern and Grambling went head-to-head. Southern able to prevail with taking care of the series business against Grambling. So as a result, Southern with the sweep has jumped to number 1. Texas Southern, sweeping Arkansas Pine Bluff, moved to number 2. And you have Grambling drops to number 3. Prairie View completing the sweep over Alcorn. They'll remain at number 4. And of course, Alcorn holding in behind Arkansas Pine Bluff, which Arkansas Pine Bluff is at 5 and Alcorn at 6. As we mentioned, Prairie View with the sweep over the weekend to maintain stride with the rest of the pack in the Western Division. Now, there was no surprises in the case of Prairie View taking care of Alcorn, although you still have to play the games out. But let's just be honest, Alcorn is a bad program. They find ways to give up leads and give up games, and Prairie View did exactly what needed to be done. Now, Prairie View is not scheduled for a midweek confrontation this week, but they'll get ready to take on University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff at home beginning Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And with that on the radar, the Panthers should do fairly well against Pine Bluff. We just mentioned Pine Bluff got swept over the weekend. Pine Bluff, top hitting team in the conference, but somewhat deceptive. Their schedule, especially in midweek, is kind of why they have heavy batting numbers from Pine Bluff, but nonetheless, the Panthers are going to have to take care of business. And we mentioned at the beginning of this, the 12 games that the Panthers have against the Golden Lions and the Braves. Out of the 12, I'm almost allowing basically a mulligan of 2, which means I believe that the Panthers are good enough that they should win 10 out of the 12 times that they face those two programs. That's not the challenge for the Panthers. The Panthers have to find a way to overcome some of their own obstacles that are holding them back. That mid-relief pitching between the 6th inning and the 9th inning, holding on to leads and playing sound defensive ball. The Panthers will have to overcome that, especially when you get around with the Grambling State Tigers, the Texas Southern Tigers, and the Southern Jags. But meanwhile, you take care of first things first. Panthers get back, get their rotation tightened up, and let's try to see what kind of run they can make as we start the second half of the Southwestern Athletic Conference baseball season. As we mentioned earlier, only one game to be made up, and that's that conference game between the FAMU Rattlers and the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. They're scheduled to play early, 11 a.m. Central Time on Monday. So we'll keep a track on that. Of course, you can keep up with our baseball coverage from the Open Mic Broadcast Network on the X handle at The Mike Prince Show. And be sure to keep in touch on the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll break down our midweek schedule for on Tuesday, as well as getting ready for our weekly baseball power rankings. I am going to exit stage left for right now. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys so much for joining in. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.